Amid the entire bomb hoax called Menace, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has now issued an important statement saying that, well, we're looking into the matter. Remember, the Aviation Ministry has sent out this message multiple times over saying that the Indian aviation is safe and that passengers must fly without fear. That is certainly the message that both the Aviation Ministry as well as the DGCA, which is the Central Aviation Regulator, the aviation watchdog, has sent out. Remember, intermediaries have been, tasked with this important responsibility to disallow hoax calls. So that's going to be important, given the fact that this is something that has really rocked the aviation industry. We have seen more than 50 flights impacted, more than 50 flights which had received hoax calls. In fact, this had also forced at least 10 to 12 emergency landings and flight diversions as well. So that's, of course, a big concern. But the Civil Aviation Ministry saying, the government making it clear that we're looking into the matter and looking at the minutiae, looking at all minute aspects of this problem, given the fact that the police were also trying to trace down those people, those miscreants who were behind this. But the IT Ministry has made it clear that a solution will be arrived at very soon. Let's listen into what the government had to say.
मॉनिटरिंग चल रहे हैं और उसमें विकास और आईबी दोनों मिलकर कोऑर्डिनेशन में इसकी पूरी जांच कर रही है। ये सभी तो अफवाहें ही है, लेकिन एज अ सिक्योरिटी प्रोटोकॉल करके हमें उसकी जो सिक्योरिटी प्रोटोकॉल फॉलो करना पड़ रहा है वो हम बिल्कुल फॉलो कर रहे हैं। आखिर क्योंकि जो हमारे प्रवासी है, जो नागरिक है, उनकी सुरक्षितता यह हमारे लिए बहुत अहम है और इसके लिए वो जो प्रोटोकॉल से फॉलो किए जा रहे हैं। ज़्यादातर जो मैसेजेस है, कॉल्स है, जो सोशल मीडिया पे आ रहे हैं वो तो विदेश से ज़्यादा है, लेकिन उसके ऊपर भी काम करें और जल्दी ही हमारे मिनिस्टर ने ये भी अभी कहा है कि उस पर एक जल्दी से जल्दी हम कुछ न कुछ तो उस पर कायदा बनाने की सोच रहे हैं।
Let me go across to Vasudha Venugopal now, joining us live on the phone line. So Vasudha, the Aviation Ministry has said the same thing time and again, that Indian aviation is safe and we are looking into various aspects of this entire hoax called Menace. But what are some of the solutions that the government, the Aviation Ministry is looking at?
Well, Vedant, like we know, the IT Ministry a few days ago also had a meeting with intermediaries and social media platforms, because while these hoax calls are the root of all concern, the problem is also with their spread and dissemination, because it is through social media platforms that most of these messages seem to be spreading. So the government has come out with an advisory reminding the intermediaries that it is not just under IT Act of 2000 and IT Rules of 2021, but it's also the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, under which they are obligated not just to disallow and stop the spread of such information, but also report these offences which are in some ways perceived to be committed by any user of their platforms. And they're saying that this would amount to any offence that is likely to threaten the unity of the country and also the economic security of the country. And if you look at the advisory, they've made it very clear that the scale of the spread of such messages has been observed to be dangerously unrestrained due to the availability of forwarding, resharing, reposting and retweeting facilities on the options on social media platforms. And that is why these hoax bomb threats, which are mostly misinformation, are massively disrupting public order, which is why they've said that intermediaries, including social media intermediaries, which include platforms, have due diligence obligation under the IT Act of 2000, also IT Rules of 2021, to promptly remove such misinformation that affects people, public order. And in another paragraph, they also say that they have to actively make efforts to ensure that such messages do not garner any sort of momentum on their platforms. And of course, under BNS, they have to also mandatorily report such offences to the authorities.